Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to everyone around the world. My name is Itai Silber. I'm from Variscite Ltd. And together with Mr. Marcus Birkenfeld, the Senior Product Manager from Basler, we are glad you joined our webinar. A common important notice: we will share this webinar video and the presentation with all of you via an email that we'll send to each of you on the beginning of next week. I'd like to open the webinar and briefly introduce you to Variscite. Marcus, please go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So Variscite in a nutshell. We are the #1 ARM-based SOM vendor selling over 1 million units per year. 18 years in the SOM market, supporting over 5,000 worldwide customers with thousands of proven products that speaks for themselves. If you will visit our website, you will notice that we have the most diversified i.MX-based product portfolio with extensive longevity and compliances policies. The only SOM vendor in NXP Platinum membership and its partner on the entire i.MX 8 product line. We are independent and own our state-of-the-art modern production factory that provide over 1 million units per year. Our customers can customize their module to best fit their cost and performance as needed. We are ISO 9000 and medical 3485 certified. We're proud of the highest quality customer support, long-term longevity, and ecosystem of partners for complete end-to-end solution. And we see you, our customers, as our partners for many years. Marcus, please go to the next slide. Thank you. Variscite SOM scalability, the pin-to-pin scalability. We have two main families, VarSOM and Dart. VarSOM use 200 pin SODIMM connector, and Dart, as its name, it's smaller, use 390 pin-to-pin connectors. Our pin-to-pin compatibility allow our customers an easy scale up, scale down, or construct a platform. We have customers that build their platform and use the single core low-cost 6UL product as their entry level, while go up to the Mini or Nano as their standard product and use the high-end MX8 for their top-notch product line. Pin-to-pin will also reduce customer risk at any point of the product cycle and product development. You can start the development with a low-cost, low-power SOM solution and easily and quickly scale up at any point. For example, if your specification change, you have realized that you need more horsepower or anything else changed during the development, you can do it easily. Of course, it will make your life easier if after a few years you will decide to develop the next generation or any new product that will be based on the current product. And now I'd like to hand off the microphone to Mr. Marcus Birkenfeld to continue and present you all about Basler.
Thank you very much, Itai.
Pleasure.
Also welcome everyone from my side for joining us today. At the beginning, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce Basler. 30 years ago, Basler was founded by Mr. Norbert Basler and is still a family-owned company with about 800 people spread around the world. Our global footprint, our high quality standards and reliability helped us to become the global market leader in the area of computer vision, as well as the most trusted brand for industrial cameras. Talking about embedded technologies, we at Basler believe that customers should have an easy access to embedded vision technologies so that they can focus on their core competencies. With our expertise in machine vision and in embedded technologies, we understand customers' requirements and turn these into embedded vision solutions. Our expertise is reflected by our broad portfolio with our 400 active camera modules, processing boards, and accessories. Thanks to this diverse toolbox, related software packages, and our expert knowledge in machine vision, we can provide vision solutions with added value easily. As next, let's take a look how the machine vision world is changing. Why is embedded vision the future of machine vision and image processing? If you take a look at classic image processing systems today, they typically consist of a camera and a PC. The performance growth of these PC-based applications came from Moore's law, but this is no longer the case due to limitations of CPU technology. In addition, CPU-based processing performance is no longer key when it comes to image processing. Why is that? Because the way we extract information from images is changing from algorithm-based, like blob analysis, for example, to artificial neural networks, shortly AI. This shift creates a demand in today's and future image processing devices that requires different hardware accelerators, like GPUs or MPUs, which are already part of embedded systems like the new NXP SoC, the i.MX 8M+. These new types of hardware accelerators are the enabler to perform high-end machine learning or neural network processing. Having such powerful and for image processing optimized edge device, engineers are enabled to create future-proof technologies. Due to decentralized processing power on the edge and cloud connectivity, the architecture of machine vision systems is also changing. Neural networks can be trained at the cloud and only the inference has to be installed to the edge device. As the images are then analyzed on the edge, only the extracted information from the images needs to be shared. This reduces the amount of data transmission a lot. The data transmitted to the cloud can be used to create additional services and analyses to end customers. Here, please find the most important advantages about embedded vision. First, optimized hardware accelerators for image processing and their performances increase continuously. The data can be processed close to the image source, which leads to low data transmission. Edge devices are designed to meet the target like small scale, low power, and low cost. Market-wise, we see strong demands for neural networks to run on the edge devices. Even real-time capabilities become more and more important. And in times of Industry 4.0, everything needs to connect. As a result of this, we will see that PCs will be replaced by embedded vision systems. New technologies will enable new applications. Decentralized processing power creates higher autonomy, and AI and IoT will be a key driver for the embedded market. Embedded vision systems will be seen in all kinds of vertical markets and applications. To name a few, we see a strong demand in factory automation. For example, regarding applications that track the wear of material, for instance. In medical, lab automation has been boosted during the corona pandemic. And in logistics, there is a high demand on automated quality inspections and control. All these applications can profit from the combination of processing on the edge and network or cloud connection. Designing an embedded vision system can be quite challenging, as you need to handle a wide range of technical topics. Therefore, we want to share 5 expert tips today you should consider during your design. But first, let's get an overview about the main technologies. These are the camera modules itself, including sensors and the optical components, the processing board, the system and software application software, and optional cloud or network connectivity. Now, let's take a closer look on our expert tips we can share from our experience. Tip 1. Consider the embedded vision system as a whole. When you purchase an embedded vision solution, it is extremely important to consider the system as a whole and not just looking at the individual key components separately. The camera in this system is more than just an accessory. In an embedded vision system, image acquisition and processing are closely linked. If a powerful processor is connected to a webcam, for example, you usually don't get the results you desired, because the whole system can only be as good as its weakest component. To avoid this issue, you should design your system detached from a single desired component, like a specific SoC or camera sensor. It is better to go back to your application requirements and then select the individual components. Tip 2. Have the system developed by a single source. Another mistake is often made because embedded systems are not perceived as complex architectures. Often the development of individual key components and technologies is carried out separately rather than in the entire system. For example, cameras without processor or an interface without application software are tested. When implementing the overall system, the components often do not interact with each other in a high-performance manner. And then the development project gets delayed and cost and the time to market explodes. Therefore, it's better to have the system developed by a single source and choose a development partner with proven expertise in the various fields of processing, vision, and system software. Tip 3. Know your processing architecture. Many camera modules have an image signal processor, shortly ISP, to pre-process image data. Here, for example, the color calculation or noise reduction can be done. These existing resources are often not used properly, which leads to non-optimized image processing pipelines, or even worse, in higher cost due to oversized system designs. Therefore, make yourself familiar with the performance and target functionality within the heterogeneous processor architecture. Acquire software know-how and find out where an algorithm can be calculated best. Tip 4. Consider critical framework conditions. In the first system design approach, one often does not think about whether the individual components, such as the sensor or SoC, will be available over a long period of time and in series production. Instead of pure functionality and often the price are the focus during the first system design and prototyping, only to find out later that the components for the series production are not available at all, or the component was even discontinued without replacement. Often a costly redesign or reintegration of key components are necessary then. It is therefore recommended to consider critical framework conditions such as long-term availability of components at a very early stage of the initial system design. And last but not least, tip 5, make a proof of concept. The performance of embedded vision systems is often overestimated. A development is purely made on the assumption of theoretical performance parameters. These are true for each component as such, but not when they work together. When the system is brought to life for the first time, it often turns out that the desired performance cannot be achieved. In order to minimize risk, a proof of concept is often useful for system validation before the start of development. This may allow to replace core components early in the development process. Of course, this list is not exhaustive. There are a number of traps that can be fallen into in the field of embedded vision, but don't get discouraged. The possibilities of embedded vision solutions make it worthwhile to continue working on them. Get advice for your projects and let experts help you. And now I would like to hand over to Itai.
Thank you, Marcus. Can you go please to the next slide? Thank you. So as you can see, we already have the latest M+ processor SOM available in both families, Dart and Variscite, that's supported by 2 Basler excellent cameras. So if your new product, proof of concept, or quick new product demo required the new processor integrated with these two excellent cameras, you're welcome to use them. This new M Plus is a pin-to-pin compatible within each family as shown earlier for easy scale up, scale down, whatever you need. Like all MX8 product family, it has a quad A53 core plus M7 MCU. The M Plus has AI machine learning accelerator, USB 3.0, the PCI Gen 3 and 2 gigabit Ethernet. It also has two MIPI camera inputs, and it can display up to 3 displays that can be used at the same time with different content. And as said already, supported Basler VCAM AR3035B and VCAM AR821B cameras that Marcus will enlarge later on. Marcus, can you go please to the next slide? Our entry-level mini processor, SOM, also available in both families, Dart and Varsom variants, that also being supported by Basler Excellent Camera. So if you will need to reduce feature set of the i.MX8 product line for your new product, POC or quick demo, you're welcome to use them. And as I said, you can scale up, scale down, because we have a pin-to-pin compatibility. Our Mini is also integrated with Basler camera and perfect for this job. As said earlier, our pin-to-pin compatibility will allow you to start with the Mini, and if needed, quickly scale up to the M Plus and vice versa. You can see that the Mini has reduced feature set. Like all the MX8 family, it also has the quad-core A53, but it has an M4 MCU instead of the M7 that the M Plus has. It has a PCI Gen 2, only 1 gigabit Ethernet, only one MIPI camera input, and it can drive only one display, either DSi or LVDS. And as promised already, supported and integrated with Basler VCAM AR3035B. Now I'd like to hand off the microphone back to Mr. Marcus Birkenfeld to continue and present you with the Basler Vision solution.
Thank you. As mentioned by Itai, Basler offers cameras that are optimized for the NXP i.MX8 SoC family. Variscite integrated those cameras from Basler to provide an easy-to-use evaluation kit based on their development kits. Following, you can see the actual status of Variscite and Basler's offering, including dev kits and cameras. Please be aware that Basler cameras are ready to use for high-volume productions in your products, not only for evaluation. We have an overview about the cameras that can be used for the 8 and Plus here. And as you can see, we have different kind of resolutions, 8, 5, and 13 megapixel available. And for the Mini, as you see, we provide also different kind of resolutions to meet your requirements. Those cameras come along with the MIPI interface and full support on driver and software level. By clicking on the links later in the presentation you will receive, you will be guided to the product pages. But what if you are looking for help? Who could support you individually tailored to your needs? We at Basler understood the challenges of our customers, and what you see here is a complete solution offering. This covers consultancies at your development phase, over product design and development, including high volume productions and downstream processes like life cycle management for dedicated solution. But we know that customers not always require the full support. Therefore, we are happy to assist you based on your individual needs through your product development. And if you like to, you will get everything out of one hand from Basler, which allows you to focus on your core competencies, Basler will take care of the rest. The products and services we offer are based on our knowledge and expertise in the field of vision. They come along with our well-known quality standards for the vision industry and the needed longevity to secure yours and our future investments. We focus on the simple integration of embedded vision systems. In this way, we helped our customers to develop applications that completely meet their expectations. For our standard and enabler products, we already did a lot of integration work in case of camera drivers and software image for specific processors. So you can start right away integrating embedded vision into your application. We have therefore different kinds of embedded vision kits, as mentioned earlier. First, our so-called add-on camera kits to add vision to your existing partner processing boards, like for Variscite. But we also provide full-blown development kits with camera, processing board, and all necessary components so that you can start prototyping your applications right out of the box. Our portfolio also covers software. We are providing the necessary software stacks for cloud connection so that you can use Amazon Web Service cloud tools, for example, as well as classic machine learning application software. So wherever you are in your product development process, Basler will be your partner that ensures that you have the right system performance, the hardware and software work seamlessly together. You will receive optimized solutions tailored to your needs, and we offer all of this at best price performance ratio. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our new Basler Embedded Vision Processing Board. When we analyzed the customer's journey from product development to full production, we noticed a gap. Turning a development kit here on the left-hand side into a full production board is challenging, and creating a full-blown custom board here on the right-hand side, tailored to your needs, can be very time-consuming and requires high upfront investments for the development. Therefore, we at Basler designed the Basler Embedded Vision Processing Board. This board brings together the best of two worlds, as it can be used as a development kit and it is ready for serious production at the same time. Thanks to the powerful Variscite SoM and our embedded vision focused design of the carrier board, we can provide the i.MX 8+ performance on a small scale board to our customers. Moreover, it is ready for mass production because of its industrial standards and design it is coming with. The PCB and the connectors have the needed design and grade. This board is ready to be used with different Basler cameras, like board level ones with MIPI interfaces, USB or even PD machine vision cameras. For those of you who are familiar with the Basler Pylon SDK, you will be happy to notice that you can use this Pylon, the Pylon SDK also with our board. And it is ready to connect with the world via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi interfaces. Finally, it is your tool to leverage your AI solutions, as the M+ SoC is optimized for neural networks with its dedicated NPU. Having this said, the new Basler Vision Processing Board is our promise for fast time to market for your product. Get everything out of one hand from a vision expert. And with the mindset, keep it simple, we wanted to enable our customers to get easy access to high-end technologies so that the development cycles can be shortened and time to market can be optimized. At the same time, the bill of material gets reduced because of the vision optimized design of the board and its chosen components. Now we are at the end of the presentation. We hope that you enjoyed the session and will be happy to connect with you. Please feel free to get in contact with us directly by mail or LinkedIn. And now we are open to answer to your questions.
So please feel free to submit your questions into the questions bar, and we will try answer them. And there is a common question that I answer in the beginning regarding recording and sharing this information. We will, of course, share the recording of this webinar plus the presentation with all of you beginning of next week.
So there are coming some questions in. I'm trying to get through these questions here. So there's one question, do the camera drivers support Linux kernel 5.10? Yes, the news update we will launch will support Linux kernel 5.10. Right now we are running on 5.4, and this will change with the news update, which is about to come soon. Itai, would you like to take the next one?
Let me see, we have many here. What is the bandwidth of the MIPI interface? This can be answered offline. A common question that does this product are fully integrated and has software driver? Yes. Whenever you buy Variscite kit with either the Mini or the M Plus that we just present, plus those cameras that are integrated, and as you can see in the pictures, it's play out of the box. It's fully integrated with the driver, and you can very quickly make your demo using the kit, the SOM, and the cameras.
Then there are some questions regarding the feature set about or on the Basler cameras here in general. I would like to summarize it. So the benefit using Basler cameras compared to webcam, for example, is that you have more control about the camera in general. What we, for example, provide here is triggering, and also auto gain would be possible auto exposure. So there is a feature set available which allows you to control the camera beyond the possibilities you would have with more basic cameras. This is the benefit.
I have a question. Do you have an example NPU in your wiki? We will very soon have it, but you can also follow NXP example on it.
There's one question referring to the connectivity between the Basler camera and the Variscite dev kits. On two slides, we showed the kind of adapters available from Variscite to connect Basler cameras to their dev kits. So the short answer here is yes, Basler cameras can be connected to the dev kits from Variscite. And you will find the links in the presentation to the dedicated product pages.
And even if you will go right now after the webinar and enter each of the product, you will be able to find in the accessories of each web page those Basler cameras that can be integrated to your selected kit.
There are some questions regarding functionality and demos. We at Basler, we did some demos already, also with the M Plus, which can be found on our webpage. I think we can address this offline here to the dedicated people, but there is something available we can share.
There's another question. What would it take to add support for the camera when running Linux on the i.MX 8M plus SOM? All Variscite already take care of. You can just go into the wiki page and find it there. And if not, send me an email and I'll help you.
Okay, there are popping up more and more questions. This feels to me very good that you're very interested in this kind of stuff. I not feel comfortable to answer to all of them now, so I would like to take them with me and reply to each of you dedicated afterwards, if this is okay. I cannot see a cluster for a specific topic here right now. Ita, is there anything you would like to add?
Is there any example for vision deep learning application? We will have such an example soon, but you can also follow NXP, as I said. Please bear in mind that the M Plus is very new. Again, as NXP Platinum partner, we already have it for a long time, and it's already running and up and running in few production projects. Regarding more examples in the wiki and in the web page, it will take a little bit more time, but it will be there soon. And if you need something specifically, simply connect with us offline and we will help you if we have a solution. Marcus, there is another highlight question that you want to answer, or we can wrap up soon?
I think I'm okay with this so far. There are more and more questions coming in. I think I will answer them afterwards offline. So please go ahead and feel free to close the session.
Okay, so I'd like to thank everyone around the globe. Hope you enjoy our webinar. And for any further questions or assistance, please use the link and our contact information and contact us. So have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whenever you are. Thank you.